Welcome to step 9 of 14 in our workshop, the 14 steps of how to attract wealth. In this 9th step, we'll discuss about the will. Our discussion is titled, Master the Power of Your Will. The mind has a tendency to wander, keep wandering. To attract wealth, you need to impose your will upon yourself. Sir Edmund Hillary, the man who conquered Mount Everest, the first person to summit Mount Everest, said, "It is not the mountain we conquer, but ourselves." Many of people in our African society know how they ought to think and what they ought to do to get what they want. But they never do it. Here is the role of your will. When you know what to think and do, you then use your will to compel yourself to think and do those right things. That is the true use of the will. The use of the will is to compel yourself to get what you want. The use of the will, while you are given this special gift, this is another special gift given to you, another faculty of your mind, another special gift that separates you from the rest of creation. The use of the will is to help you hold yourself to the right path, to ensure you think and act in the right way, to build walls and hedges around yourself that you don't allow yourself to waver. You don't allow your mind to wander off the right way, the right path. There is the common temptation to impose our will on other people or on other things which are outside us. Keep your will controlled within yourself. It is an ability given to hold yourself to the right path. Once you discover this is the right path, then the will helps you to hold yourself on that path until you achieve what you want. Now, let's just paint how to apply your will. 1, you use the gift of creative imagination in your mind to form a clear mental image of what you want. Step 2, you use the gift of creative imagination still to hold that vision, that image with faith and purpose. Then step number 3, you use your will to keep your mind committed to the process of manifesting that vision, that image into tangible form. Your progress, my progress, in attracting and realizing what we want depends on how steady and continuous we are in our faith and purpose. The Bible says, a double-minded man will never get anything from God because he's tossed to and fro. If you allow your mind to be tossed to and fro, is that today you want the thing, tomorrow you are off to think about something else, the other day you are back the thing, the other day you are off thinking about something else, it becomes difficult to realize, to manifest that thing. The only power you have to make positive impressions on the spirit is your steady and continuous faith and purpose. Spirit receives the image of your desire and let that image or picture penetrate the spirit throughout the entire universe. The materials you want are in the universe. The partnerships you want are in the universe. The collaborations you want are in the universe. The technology you want is in the universe. The capital you want, the money you want to support the thing is in the universe. The partners you want to join you are in the universe. That's what we mean by the universe. All the materials, all the raw materials, all the skills in the universe is in the minds of people who live in the universe. The earth is part of the universe. The atmosphere is part of the universe. The planets are part of the universe. The moon, the sun, all of that is part of the universe. And so, your will, as you create what you want in this universe, your will holds your mind on that purpose. As the impressed image, that image you are creating, spreads, the entire universe is set in motion to realize your desire. The universe stirs up all living things. Human beings are part of living things. Non-living things. Things yet to be created. They all become alive, moving towards realizing your desire. All the forces in nature, they get exerted in the direction of realizing your desire. Things related to your desire start to move in your direction. The minds of people get influenced towards doing the things necessary to fulfill your desire. All of the above factors work for you unconsciously. Now, if your mind wavers to and fro, the power you exert in the spiritual realm, the power you exert, you transmit to the Spirit of God is weak. And so you can imagine how weak, the weak force with which these things will try to move toward you. Negative results in life come out of a similar pattern. That was the positive. But negative things that happen come out of a similar pattern. You respond to what you want to become or to do or to possess with fear, doubt, and worry. That's the opposite of the picture we painted. Instead of getting drawn closer to the Spirit, your fear, doubt, and worry starts to shift you away from the Spirit of God. Your soul gets possessed with unbelief. The longer you stay captive to unbelief, your captive soul sends a negative signal or a negative stream of negative spiritual energy throughout the universe. The universe has the resources you're trying to attract. Your mentality works against the teaching of Jesus that all the promises are unto them that believe, and unto them only. That's what Jesus said. All the promises are unto them that believe, and unto them only. Because you doubt, you cannot claim the promises. You see? Now, since belief is that important, it is necessary that you guard your thoughts. Guard your heart with all diligence, for from it flows the springs of life. Largely, your beliefs will be shaped by the things you observe and think about. It's important that you focus your attention. Choose what you pay attention to and what to remove attention from. Here is where we find the use of your will. By means of your will, you can determine what you give attention to and what you remove attention from. When you want to bring a thing into being, you make it the object of your focus. You never bring a thing into being by focusing on its opposite. You can't reach east where you are right now. Probably there's a city to your east, some 50 kilometers to your east, and another city 50 kilometers to your west. Now you can't reach this eastern city by moving towards the western city. You don't attract wealth by studying and thinking about poverty and focusing your attention on poverty. Remember, we are saying, use your will to determine what you give your attention to and what you remove your attention from. The will, the use of the will, is to hold yourself down and say, this one, yes, this one, no, regardless of what forces come upon you. As you focus your attention on attracting wealth, avoid talking about or engaging in or debating about poverty. Those debates about poverty, thinking about poverty, talking about poverty, that is one of the things you should deny attention. Avoid investigating poverty or concerning yourself with poverty. You don't attract a thing by focusing on the opposite. You don't move to a city which is west, 50 kilometers west of where you stay, by moving 50 kilometers east. No, if you want to go to the western city, you move in the western direction. Stop minding about the causes and the effects of poverty, brooding or reflecting on poverty. What concerns you right now is how to attain freedom from poverty, not how people become poor or how poverty affects people. Avoid spending your time in what is called charitable work, charitable movements, but actually they are about reflecting and debating on poverty and so forth. This doesn't aim to make you, now get this right, this is not meant to make you hard-hearted or unbothered. It's about guarding your heart from getting polluted by the negative effects of some of these negative things. Remember, you have a responsibility now to guard your mind. Put poverty in all its disguises behind you and focus on a cure. The cure to poverty is attracting and building wealth. The cure to poverty is not debating about poverty and arguing about poverty and dwelling on poverty. No, the cure to poverty is attracting wealth, figuring out to attract wealth, creating images of wealth, working out wealth, attracting finances. That is the cure to poverty. Knowing about the poor and how they are suffering does nothing to make their situation better. It does nothing to solve their situation. Widespread dissemination of knowledge about the poor and their circumstances has no logical connection with removing poverty. Mental pictures of poverty never remove poverty. It is filling the mind with the images of wealth that removes poverty. How do you do that? You use your will. You impose your will to keep your mind pure, to keep your mind focused on these new images of a solution. That is how we remove poverty. So that was our step 9 of using your will. Using your will, understanding the power of your will and deploying it. That is our step 9 of 10, I welcome you to step 10 of 14.